As some of y'all might recall, Andrew Tate is currently in jail on human trafficking charges in Romania. Now, currently, some news came out recently about Andrew Tate's health declining. Now, there were some rumors about Andrew's health declining before, but it wasn't really like there was no real specific, like, we didn't really know the severity or the specifics of what was actually going on. Like, they were like, oh, like a benign tumor or like something something benign, no big deal. They got it removed or whatever. Come to find out, allegedly, he's dealing with lung cancer, possibly terminal. So let's read the article. The American British influencer Andrew Tate may have lung cancer, according to a letter purportedly written by his doctor in Dubai. The letter from Tate's general practitioner at King's College Hospital in the United Arab Emirates suggests he be repatriated to the Gulf nation immediately. Sorry for me being illiterate, but I'm reading from like this small part of the screen. The letter and medical reports in English appear to be translated into Romanian. Tate is currently in custody in Bucharest on allegations of rape and human trafficking. He is denied any culpability. Two separate letters, one seemingly sent on February 23rd, oh, it's my birthday, and another on January 3rd, days after his December 29th arrest alongside his brother Tristan and two women who are Romanian nationals, stated that Tate had a concerning lesion on his right upper lung. The alleged letter and medical report indicates possible diagnoses for the lesion and lists the tests Tate had already undergone in December in Dubai. According to Romanian news site Spy News, which first published the letter in which the doctor appears to call for an urgent investigation into the lesions, the letter said his case was discussed at our MDT meeting and he has been scheduled to have a number of further urgent investigations and procedures, including a PET-CT scan and bronchoscopy and tissue sampling via CT-guided biopsy. It is my professional medical recommendation that Andrew is urgently repatriated. Why not just say like repatriated, like, really? I guess that's what he directly said. It is my professional medical recommendation that Andrew is urgently repatriated to the United Arab Emirates to undergo these medical investigations without delay. Time is of the essence, and any further delay in the above investigations may have a serious negative implication for Andrew's physical health. So, the doctor's name has been withheld by the publication, according to the letter, which has not been independently verified by Newsweek. The former kickboxer, 36, complained of feeling more fatigued than normal and had low levels of vitamin D and B12. He also complained of increased thirst and passing more urine at night, according to the accompanying medical report. The avid cigar smoker discovered the lesion on his lung in March 2022 when getting a health screening to obtain his Emirati ID and was reassured at the time that the mass was likely benign, but was advised to get further tests per the medical report, which recommended a tissue biopsy. Tate and his brother remain in custody since their arrest last year as Romania's anti-organized crime agency, the Directorate for Investigating Organized Crime and Terrorism, investigates the charges of sexual assault and exploitation. So we already know all of that. We already know this information. So here's the thing, right? Andrew Tate is suffering the consequences of being in Romania. He went to Romania specifically because, according to him, Romania was laxer about the whole Me Too thing. He wouldn't be charged, unjustly with abusing a woman, rape, whatever the case might be. He was convinced that if he lived in Romania, he could duck and dodge any sort of unfair treatment toward him. Ironically, now here we are looking at a situation where this guy possibly might not even get the medical attention he needs. They won't let this man see his family, according to him. Andrew Tate claims they won't even let him see his fucking family. Not only that, 0 charges have been officially filed against him. He's being investigated for human trafficking, not charged with human trafficking. This nigga's cooked. He's cooked. I'm not saying he's done, but he's getting cooked right now. Romania is doing this nigga in the worst way possible, and now he's dealing with a serious health issue involving lung cancer. And it's going to be interesting to see if the Romanian authorities allow this guy to get treatment in Dubai with his personal doctor. It's going to be interesting to see because as far as we've seen so far, the Romanian authorities have zero interest in treating this nigga with any sort of dignity at all. They don't fuck with this nigga at all. They seized his car, seized his assets, seized all types of shit that has nothing to do with his case. Won't let him see his children. Won't let him see anybody. They refuse to give this nigga any room to breathe. And Andrew Tate himself said in a video, if I get arrested here in Romania, I'll just throw money at the police. Anyways, regardless, Andrew Tate bragged about the fact that he would be living in Romania because of the fact that he wouldn't be treated unfairly and he would be able to influence Romanian politicians. Here's some money. Let me off the hook for whatever it is you got me on, speeding, whatever. Here's some money. I'm good to go. I'm Andrew Tate. Now, unfortunately, somehow, some way, that's flipped on him. And he's being charged with human trafficking. And hopefully it's not true. Hopefully no one was trafficked. And hopefully Andrew Tate is not a human trafficker. But if he indeed is, hopefully he receives the medical attention that he needs to get. Because if this guy is genuinely guilty of human trafficking, he needs to serve his time. He's got to serve his sentence. He can't do that if he's dead. So ultimately, this is taking a crazy turn. And like I said in my other videos before, people sit there and talk about, there's so many better places to live other than America. Fuck America, fuck this, fuck that. Y'all really take for granted a lot of the rights that y'all have, bro. A lot of y'all take these rights for granted. The reason why they doing Andrew Tate the way they're doing him right now is because he's in Romania. You don't have the same rights in Europe, especially Eastern Europe, as you would in the United States. You start committing crimes like Andrew Tate did in those kind of countries, you don't have the same rights. Sure, corruption might be easier until it's levied against you. Until the corruption is used as a weapon against you. Now you're fucked. Now you're in a tight spot. Now you're in a tight position, a tight situation. This is unfortunate, but this is what the fuck happens when you decide in your mind to move to a place that does not observe human rights and individual personal liberties the way Western nations do. I know Andrew's whole shtick was the West is falling and fuck the West and blah, 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 and the East is where it's at and women this and women that. The human rights and personal liberties that you are entitled to, especially in the US, are not a joke. And a lot of y'all, especially in the black community, are going to laugh this off. Y'all ain't going to take this type of shit seriously. Y'all going to laugh it off. Man, fuck America. Fuck that shit. Y'all going to laugh it off like it's not serious. Until, and it's rare that it will happen, until this type of shit happens to you. A lot of y'all don't realize that in other countries, but y'all don't, the rights that we have here ain't the same. In other countries, you get caught stealing, they cop your, if you're even accused of it and they think you're guilty, they cut your hands off. They cut your hands off. I can't imagine every single person that gets their hands cut off is genuinely guilty. Someone has to be innocent walking around with no hands. Let's talk about it, bro. You look in America, you can have a public defender. The state will spend its own money to make sure you have a public defender, no matter what crime you committed. In other countries, you got to prove that you're innocent. You're just automatically guilty. They're not spending a dime on your defense. Oh, you can't figure it out? Oh, well. Telling y'all, bro, this is unfortunate, but this is what's happening right now. And Andrew Tate is going through it because of the place that he decided to live at. He decided to live in Romania. And now they're exploiting against him. They haven't even officially charged him and they've got him detained. And they just keep extending to 30 days. Oh, we're going to lock him up for another 30. Or is it 60? They just extend it again. Just like, oh, extend it again. We're still looking. Extend it again. We're still looking. 9 times out of 10, they're just going to hold him in there indefinitely. It's going to be hard. It's hard for me to imagine that someone else is going to stick up for Andrew. Someone with power is going to stick up for Andrew Tate and say, let him go. It is inhumane and unjust and a violation of his human rights to hold him in there without officially charging him with a crime. Ultimately, bro, It's a tough one because I like Andrew Tate. I do. I like some of the things he says. I disagree with some of the things he says, and I agree with some of the things he says. Overall, I don't really dislike him. I don't think he's, the massive monster and threat to society that people make him out to be. But currently, it seems as though he, you know, he. It seems as though he's dealing with a terminal illness. If we look at the paperwork behind the lung cancer, if we look at the tweet reporting it, um, let's look at this. Here's a tweet talking about the situation. Tweet says this: Andrew Tate medical update possible cancer. The CT report is extremely alarming. Andrew Tate may have lung cancer. Urgent biopsy needed, and a 6-month delay could be fatal. There are reports that he lost 10 kilograms in weight, which is also a sign of cancer. The cancer could currently be incurable. Okay, let's look this up. I don't know 10 kilograms in pounds, so we're gonna look this up on the phone. 10 kgs in pounds because I'm ignorant. 22 pounds of weight has been lost. Andrew Tate lost 22 pounds. That's a lot of weight to lose, which is apparently a sign of cancer, right? So we look at it, it says Andrew is currently being investigated for a lesion in his right upper lung at King's College Hospital in Dubai. Currently undergone CT scan. Whew. It is my professional and medical recommendation that Andrew is currently repatriated to the United Arab Emirates to undergo these medical investigations without delay. So, whatever issues that Andrew currently has are extremely, like possibly fatal. Like this could kill him if he's not properly taken care of quickly. He's losing weight. He's got lesions. I mean, fuck, bro. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. It's extremely unfortunate. Currently he's innocent until proven guilty. There's no evidence that this guy did anything wrong as of yet. So I'm not going to speak about him as if he's guilty. I'm not going to condemn him. All I can say is that I hope that no one was trafficked, and I hope that he gets the medical treatment that he needs, and hopefully all of this, is solved very quickly. Hopefully they can officially charge the guy, get the case underway, present their evidence, or at least or somehow he gets released, because at this point it's just ridiculous. Y'all are containing this man in there. Y'all aren't charging him with a crime. You're just investigating him. It's sick and it's unfortunate, but let's just wait and see what happens. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section below. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm out.